We get to start the book of Job today, chapters 1 and 2. There's always good lessons in Job. Job was not perfect, no man is, but he was upright, feared God, and knew him on a personal level. The text tells us that Satan was among the angels, and God addressed him, asking, "Have you considered my servant Job?" Notice that God initiates this. He is up to something here. Satan said the only reason Job served God was because God had a hedge of protection around him and wouldn't allow anything to happen to him. He said if he removed that hedge, Job would curse God to his face. God told Satan to go ahead, but he would not be allowed to touch Job. Satan destroyed Job's oxen, donkeys, sheep, servants, and even his 10 children. Job responded, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Through all this, Job did not sin, nor did he blame God. Wow. What would you do? What have you done? Do you trust in God's perfect character no matter what it looks like? Again, God asked Satan to consider Job. Satan said Job would curse God if he allowed him to touch him physically. God allowed it, but said he couldn't kill him. Satan smote Job with sore boils from head to toe. Job's wife even said, "Do you still hold fast your integrity? Curse God and die." Do you encourage or discourage people in the Lord? Job said, "Shall we indeed accept good from God and not accept adversity?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. Job's 3 friends heard of the news and came to sympathize with him and comfort him. They wept and sat with him for 7 days and 7 nights without speaking a word. These guys simply mourned with their friend. They did well here. Sometimes we need to just mourn with our friends, not and just be there with them and for them, not trying to come up with all the answers. Acts chapter 7, verses 22 through 43, Stephen continued to give a history of God's dealing with Israel. He spoke of Moses as their deliverer, even though the people initially didn't recognize him as such. You can hear Stephen trying to get them to consider Jesus as their deliverer, even though they have initially rejected him. Folks, you can still come to Christ even if you have initially rejected him. Stephen went on to say that it was God himself that called Moses to be their deliverer from Egypt. And this same Moses said to the sons of Israel, "God will raise up for you a prophet like me from your brethren." Moses is referring to Jesus Christ. Stephen goes on to say that the Israelites rebelled against their deliverer Moses and ultimately rejected him and his direction from God, turning to idols and buying into false worship. We can almost hear Stephen saying, "Heads up, you are doing the same thing. You are rejecting the one whom God sent to deliver you and turning to something that is false."